stage dancer or anything, but I'm still known for what I do. So it's not just about being an actress, being a singer. You can also own a business and still be a brand. So we want to talk about branding. Now, it's very important to position the brand in a way that it will attract people. It's just an emotion. It's just a fucking, sorry. It's just a bag, but then there's a name attached to it that is making you draw near to the bag. Like Gucci. Oh my God, I need to own a Gucci bag. That's an emotion. The Gucci brand has been able to build an emotional relationship with you. So if Gucci releases a new brand tomorrow, you want it, but who is Gucci? You don't even know it, the person, but it's the emotion. So what I'm trying to tell is that you need to build that emotion towards people. You have to be very likable, whether you like it or not. That's the only way people can get attracted to your brand. After building that emotion towards the people, when they come, what will make them stay is the experience they have with you. So now, if I buy this product just because I like Ikuya, it's for Ikuya. I'm just buying because Ikuya there, and I'm a Ikuya. Not because I know whether the water is good or not. But the emotion, I like it. So I'm just buying. Now when I buy the water, why I will go back to the water whether I like Ikuya or not is the experience I have with the water. So what I'm saying is that after being like building yourself in a way that people can accept you, when they come in, you need to give them an experience that will let them stay. So I'm showing you how to sell yourself as a brand. So you make me like you, and now I like you. Maybe I have an event, and I call you that come and do something at the event. How you would come, how you talk to me, how you would negotiate with me, how you would deliver whatever I asked you to do. It's what will make me call you again in the next one. And that is also make me refer you to other people. So one, emotions, two, experience. So when I come to you, give me an experience that will let me stay. So when you're building a brand, get people to like you. When they come, give them a good experience so they will stay. Then after brand association, you might have a friend who's a stripper. Okay? And then you win this pageant. And then when you go out there, you're still rolling with the stripper. And you are chilling with her, and the pictures are all over your page. That is who you are. I'm sorry. You are a stripper too. That is called brand association. People don't understand business and brand. So they will tell you that you've ignored this person. You've cut this person. Yes, I have to cut you off. If your brand is going to affect my brand, you definitely have to go. Unless I am not serious with what I'm doing. So third is brand association. After getting people emotionally attached with you, they come and have a big experience with you. You need to make sure you don't associate with brands that will tarnish yours. And when I'm talking about brand tarnishing yours, I don't mean cut your friends. You are my friend. When we are in our room and we are at home, you are my friend. But I can't show you off. Because once people know I am associated with this stripper, it will affect my brand. When I go to your page, whatever I see on your page is what I describe you as. Unfortunately, that's how it works. So it doesn't matter that I have to come and now experience you first. No. What you put on your page is who you are. So if I come to your page and you are shaking your ass and twerking, which is not bad, it's another brand. Maybe you want to be that brand. I'm just giving you types of brand. Maybe you want to be that. We have types of brand. So maybe some brand wants you to come and shake your ass, they will come to you. If some brand wants serious business, they will go to someone else. If some brand wants something else, they will go to someone else. If I come to your page and you are twerking, you are doing this, all I see is parts there. I know the kind of person you are. So if I want to do something, I will not, if that thing doesn't accept such things, I will not involve you in it. I will look for somebody that suits. So what I'm trying to say is that you need to draw the line who you want to be. Who do you want to be after here? I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a singer. I want to be an actress. And I want to be a brand. We have entertainers who are brands. They are entertainers, but they don't do certain things. I don't want to mention names, but there are people who are entertainers, they are still entertaining, making the money, they still don't do certain things. There are people who are entertainers who are whatever, they still do certain things, they still make their money. Choose who you want to be. And whatever you want to be, nobody is judging you. But when you choose, make sure you're ready for all the consequences that comes with it. However, like I'm saying, when I go to your page, whatever I see is who you are. So after here, choose who you want to be and make sure that it reflects on your social media platforms. So one, be emotional, buy people emotionally. Then secondly, the experience they get from you when they come. Then thirdly, brand association. Because after getting a good experience with you, and then I see you associating yourself with certain brands, and that brand doesn't tell you what I want to do with you, then I can't work with you because that's who you are, really. So if I see you constantly chilling with strippers every weekend, for example, even though you are not like that, inside you, they are your friends, you just want to be nice, but it affects your brand, and you lose a lot of business when people want to deal with you. So you need to draw the line and choose who you want to be. Lastly, personal branding, how you look. When you enter a room, as soon as they see you, from head to toe, they've already described who you are and they already know whether they want to deal with you or not. So if you come to my office and I see you with a natural hair like this and whatever, there's a perception I have about natural hair girls. Example, there's a perception I have about somebody in a natural hair looking this way. Maybe you come to you have a Brazilian hair to your ass. There's a perception I have about that too. Maybe I've seen you wearing some pencils, your heels, ladylike. There's a perception I have about that. There's a perception until I experience you. That is why it's important to draw the people emotional first before they judge you. Do you get it? Yes. So that they will experience you to like you before they judge you with your appearance. So because when the people experience you, they begin to like you, they can now advise you that, oh, you're not really like what you look like. I think you should dress like who you are. Because after experiencing you, I think that you're not how you look. And it's very important that you balance that. You need to look who you are, or else you get your brand confusing. So it's very also important to look good as a queen. And remember, when we say queen, all of you are queens, whether you win it or not. Listen, there are statistics in this world, and it's not even me saying it. Most winners of reality shows don't succeed more than the other contestants. That's a fact. It's a fact, lady. You only enjoy the moment as a queen. And I may call her ESA. It's like a jinx. When you become the queen or you become the winner of the thing, you relax. So I'm telling whoever is going to be the queen, don't relax, or else you'll be like just any other person. And I'm not saying the most no queen or no winner has succeeded, but the percentage, it's low versus non-winners of reality shows and such pageants. So whoever wins should take it upon themselves that no, I won't be that winner who will be a loser. You need to work out. It's like a jinx, it's in your mind. It makes you feel good and it pulls you back. When you win something, you feel like you are the edge. So you relax. So the person who is second, third, and the others who were evicted are working hard because they want to prove that the fact that I didn't win this doesn't mean I cannot make it. And so they are pushing hard, and so you are relaxed. It will shock you that somebody that was evicted first or second can be successful more than you. And I'm not even lying about this. It has happened so many times in the world. Not in Ghana, world reality shows. It will shock you, the first everything. I can just give you one example of a girl called Huda, Big Brother Africa. She was the first person to be out of Big Brother Africa. She's one of the biggest brands. Everybody uses Huda makeups. Yeah. A big brand. She was the first to be evicted in her season. Me, I didn't even remember her until when the brand started. I went back to check to see that she was in that reality show and she was the first person out. Now the winner of that season, I can't find the person. The person got the money, yes, but the person lied. So be that winner who is going to make it. Make sure you build your brand. And it's almost back to the brand building. Because somebody who went out first has started building the brand. Some people have accepted the person doing something else. So take it serious and don't be that queen who would end up being nothing. Very few winners are able to push out. So all of you are queens, and therefore, when you're out of here, wear your crown like a queen. That's the way a queen behaves. When people come to the pageant, you need to also read about pageant. Queens behave like queens. But then, in this part of our world, somebody becomes a queen, becomes something else. There are a lot of queens in this Ghana who became more than slave queens. But the queen, no. Queen is different. When you are a queen, you are very different. When you appear, there's grace around you. There's this aura around you. There's this respect around you. So you need to wear the crown confidently and make sure that you position yourself well and position your brand properly. Your pages should show that you are a queen. And when I say, you are not saying you are the queen, but you are a queen and a participant of, you know, how you even describe your things. You guys, that's another topic for another day, because there's a way you even brand your social media platform for people to know. Make sure your handle reflects on who you are, so that when people are searching you, they can find you easy. Somebody will go to their own Delicious, Mama Licious, whatever, and then we don't know who Delicious, Mama Licious, whatever is, who is she. Meanwhile, on the show you were a Kriya something or Nanabo or Martina, whatever. You know, if you want to continue with it, there has to be that brand continuity. So whatever you are now, make sure you reflect it on all your social media so people can find you easily. And I'm sure you will go to, just how you go to other pageants. Maybe later. If you don't win, you will go to another pageant, you will go to another pageant. If you are interested in pageants, till you win or something. So yes, that's all I want to talk about. Branding is very broad. We can even take a week. It's in different sessions. But because I had to speak to you, I had to cram it all simply for you to understand. So I want someone to tell me in just 1 minute what I've said today. Okay, we can take it from here as well. No, you can see.
Okay, so first of all, we need to.
And also because if you don't invest in yourself, then nobody can invest in you. In branding, it says that invest in yourself first. So if you come to me and you say, oh, Mimi, I have this business plan, I want to do this, but I don't have money. Help me, then you give me the business plan and all that, and the concept. And you're expecting me to believe in your plan and give you my money when you have not done anything you've not contributed to the thing that you believe in. You should believe in it more than I. So what would you use to convince me is that you have also stepped a foot. So you need 3,000, but you have 1,500. Then I can give you the 1,500. So that is branding. You need to invest in yourself for someone to even see you, for you to gain from what you've invested. And yes, it is expensive. And the question you've asked me is very tough, because in the quest of people want to keep up with it, people wanting to keep up with their brand, they get themselves entangled with a lot of bad influence and just to keep up. So what I can advise you to do to keep up your brand with little money, it's doing everything in your means. Simplicity. You take it a day at a time. I mean, you don't need to do a heavy makeup or wear a certain whatever to look a certain way to show that. And by the way, branding is not just only looks. You're talking about looks, which is personal branding. There are other ways of branding. Your smile alone can win you a lot of things. You're talking about personal branding, how do you look, your appearance, your dressing, and how expensive it is these days. Hair, heels, this, maybe you want to get a car to pimp it up to look good, so that they say, oh, your brand is all complete. When you appear somewhere, you appear in a car and all that. I get that, but I want to let you understand that simplicity is everything. Take it a day at a time within your means. What you have, use it well. Sometimes you have enough, but you are just imagining, so you don't use it well. You just imagining things. You have small 200 or 100. It can do a lot for you. You are beautiful inside and out, and you don't need much. But as you grow and as you get money, you increase the things in your look. You get, that's why you even get a stylist, you get this, but you've not gotten them. Be your own stylist. Get your friends who are good in fashion. Put your friends together. When you're going out, if you know you don't have good fashion sense, ask people that will be honest with you. Not people who tell you that, oh, you're looking good, and then you go out there and they're laughing at you. Like what happened to some pageant girls, and it was horrible. So you need to ask your friends. Don't ask just one, 2, 3. give them the look. I have a friend those days, Ache, she used to send me pictures of what she would wear the whole day. Or they have this, I'm saying, Madam National Post, no, I want your opinion. Because she's asking so many people, is this good? Is it good? And I now understand her now, how her fashion sense has become. It has become not because she's fashionable, because she was listening to opinions of people. So what you have now in your wardrobe, combine them and share with your friends. How does this look? I'm going to this particular place. Do you think this is good for this place? What do you think this? Google. When you are going for to the nightclub, what do you wear? They will show you. Google is everything. When you are going to a corporate meeting, what do you wear? They will show you somewhere wearing from head to toe, different types. When you are going to, and then you will look into your closets and check which one you have and combine them. Show it to your friend. Wear it. Take a picture. Show it to your friend. How do I look? I'm going to this place and whatever. You can afford a makeup artist. Do your simple makeup. Don't go and do horrible makeup trying to do the professional makeup. Now, if you are not ahana is deeper than way. Now, just do your powder, your base, your powder, your eyeshadow, your lip gloss or lipstick. Simple. Just keep neat so you are able to afford it. That's all I can say. But I don't dispute the fact that indeed branding is very expensive.